about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
Business-wise for a long time.
Well, that's why it's only business. It was really, away from that, I explained why I didn't hang out with him. Right? Because it's a little fluffy stuff going on.
It's not your scene.
It's not my stuff.
Not your scene.
They hug you from the front and the back at the same time. I got uncomfortable with him because the way he was acting to try and get me to hang out with him was like, yo, I'll take you shopping. Like, and I'm like, what you mean? Like, that's something you say to a woman you're attracted to, maybe.
Right.
It's just weird, bro. Like, and now you start to see a lot of the weird stuff that was there. It looks like it all lines up, don't it? It was not in the closet. It was in front of you and you wasn't seeing it because you see the beards. Or you see the girls. So you didn't look at them the way it actually is to a degree. Now, when I say people respond, how people respond to things matter, like the internet will take to it and just go off with it. Meek responds being the uncomfortability. He goes, yo, I'll spend $100,000 to find out why my name is in this like this. And it's in it only because he's uncomfortable. You don't hear him talking about French? French was right there.
Yeah.
Right? Why you get so quiet? You guys make me feel like I'm scared.
Well, no, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot.
No, they see this. You see this. They see this.
They see it.
Nah, you see this. They want to act like that. Oh, we got nothing to do with that. If we could.
Jay-Z is back in the headlines as a new lawsuit drags his name into the widening legal storm surrounding Diddy. At the same time, 50 Cent isn't holding back, publicly calling out anyone even loosely connected to the controversy, intensifying the pressure. What once seemed like a simmering issue has now escalated into full-blown attention, with the situation gaining momentum fast. Diddy's legal troubles appear to be branching out in unexpected directions, while sources say his team is attempting to stall proceedings wherever possible. Recent charges suggest that a growing number of people could be implicated, highlighting that this case is far from winding down. On top of that, Cassie has confirmed she's ready to testify, a move that could shift the dynamics dramatically, considering her past TIs to the matter.
Take you shopping?
Yeah, you see, Meek is in the same shirt. He's out there in the same shirt. This is not Photoshop. Stop it. You set that up. Look, obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. Guys may say to a girl, you know, like, let me take a shot. See?
Damn.
They found it that quick.
What do you think's happening in the middle?
I don't know what is going on. Because it was like, he was like, yo, you hot now. Now we got to hang out now. Like, you know, like hang out.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know, maybe I take you shopping and I get you some flash and you could give me the hood. And I was looking and I was like, let me just move away from him because I'm gonna mess up the way. Certain things they let it go by because it's Puff. He wasn't like in the closet, he was like in the hallway.
All these years, you being the only one calling this out.
I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long time.
They say you're a hater. They say you're crazy.
Yeah, and now everybody's.
50 Cent has unexpectedly positioned himself as a major obstacle in Diddy's legal and public battle, showing zero hesitation in scrutinizing every move and association connected to the mogul. On a recent podcast, 50 shared an intriguing story involving Meek Mill, noting that Meek was spotted at a private event wearing coordinated outfits with Diddy, a gathering 50 says he personally opted out of after sensing something wasn't right. He recalled that Diddy had initially framed the invite as an innocent shopping trip, but 50 immediately declined, trusting his instincts that there were ulterior motives at play. Meek, meanwhile, reportedly accepted the invitation, believing it could offer a career boost, unaware that the connection would later attract intense scrutiny and leave lingering questions about the gathering's true significance.
And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a black billionaire's lunch. You understand?
Right.
And we here together, and we're gonna keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else to us. Black excellence.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. Mm-hmm. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies. trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that?
Jay was getting Grammy.
he had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
He ain't show up.
He had like 20 now.
Hold on.
He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. After that, he got some shit. He started drinking. His picture thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
Absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce.
His career, you can look at that as say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see the kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing.
Right.
They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys and shit. So it's like they would give them this trophy so we secure that they.
Jay-Z has also come under fresh scrutiny, with his name repeatedly surfacing in conversations tied to the wider controversy. Over the years, he and Bianca have maintained a highly visible professional and personal connection with Diddy, regularly crossing paths at major events, joint ventures, and within the same elite industry circles. Observers, including 50 Cent and several voices across the music world, suggest that these recurring overlaps hint at deeper, long-standing dynamics that have quietly shaped hip-hop for decades. Some critics even argue that the partnership between Jay-Z and Bianca is as much a calculated business strategy as it is a personal alliance, a notion that continues to fuel debate among fans and insiders. Considering how often Jay-Z, Bianca, and Diddy have collaborated and navigated the same networks, it's hardly shocking that Jay-Z's name keeps resurfacing under the public microscope, drawing renewed attention with every development.
Who was always anti-Diddy and was always speaking about Diddy as a problematic person was 50 Cent. And it turns out that it's just been announced that he's created a docu-series on Netflix. I can't wait to see this. The other end of that, every person who has tried to speak out about this, who has tried to speak out about the industry, the type of people that are controlling the industry, the attacks that people face from the media if they try to speak out, is always the same. They're called crazy. And an example of one such individual who went through those sorts of attacks is the actor Orlando Brown. He was on Disney, and I remember everyone telling us that he was totally insane and deranged when he was saying a lot of things that at the time sounded crazy, particularly about Diddy. Take a listen.
The requirement is you gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he's gonna get it.
Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
You can take but he won't you.
Diddy, to me, is the fall guy. You're still seeing a
50 Cent appears determined to expose every major figure who has maintained close ties to Diddy, with his comments about Meek Mill and Jay-Z seeming only like the opening salvo. He has made it clear that he plans to dig much deeper, spotlighting additional relationships and mapping out the broader network surrounding Diddy's inner circle. According to 50, what the public has seen so far is just the first phase of a far larger revelation. His message is unmistakable. This story is far from concluded. As he continues to investigate long-overlooked connections, more high-profile names are expected to emerge, keeping the controversy alive and ensuring that the legal and public scrutiny shows no signs of slowing down.
You better believe it. Shout out Def Jam, be the best. You know what it is. It's 2010, baby. It's the takeover. I'm going in.
Happy New Year to the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessing to the whole entire universe.
Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter, okay? I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Looking back at the early 2010s, it's striking how many celebrities who were frequently seen around Diddy have since stepped back, now downplaying or minimizing their past connections. Back then, stars like Busta Rhymes, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, and Usher were often spotted alongside him at parties, industry events, and major public functions, projecting an image of close association. That era came back into focus in May 2018. After a shooting at Trump National Doral Golf Course in Miami drew renewed attention to Diddy's circle. The situation escalated further when Jonathan Auty claimed he had been mistreated and manipulated while linked to the mogul, bringing fresh scrutiny to those who once moved within Diddy's inner orbit and raising questions about the dynamics and loyalties of that period.
Facing new accusations of human trafficking as he awaits his federal trial. In a civil case filed in Florida April 1st, Joseph Manzaro alleges, according to court documents obtained by E! News, that he was drugged, transported against his will, and sexually maimed as a victim of a coercive and organized criminal enterprise facilitated by Combs and others back in 2015, and named celebs such as Beyonce, Jay-Z, and LeBron James as witnesses in the lawsuit. In his filing, Manzaro says the alleged events took place in April 2015. He states that he lost consciousness after feeling a, quote, greasy substance resembling Vaseline as he opened the front door to his home, after which he says he was transported to another residence, where an associate of Combs allegedly told him that the music mogul wanted him brought to a freak-off event. Manzaro alleges in the suit he was secretly transferred to the music producer's home through a concealed tunnel allegedly connected to Gloria Estefan and Emilio Estefan's Miami property. He alleges that upon regaining partial consciousness, he found himself inside a large party area upon information and belief that it was a birthday party for Combs' then 17-year-old son Christian Combs. There, he was allegedly forced to appear in a penis mask. The lawsuit states, Jay-Z and Beyonce Knowles Carter were seated in the room, and upon seeing Manzaro, Beyonce Knowles Carter asked, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a penis mask standing here in front of me?" Manzaro alleges in the lawsuit that he was then forcibly paraded through multiple rooms filled with people who were jeering and taunting him.
High-profile individuals, including Jacob Arabo, Jay-Z, Gloria Estefan, LeBron James, and Beyonce Knowles Carter, are identified as witnesses due to their presence or knowledge of the events surrounding the freak-off orchestrated by defendant Diddy. Wow. And freak-off, of course, is something that we've heard many times before, both in Combs' criminal case and other civil cases, to describe these prolonged sexual episodes, usually with sex workers. But Manzaro is suing Sean Combs. He is suing a man named Eric Mejias. He is suing Brendan Paul, who's been described in another lawsuit as Sean Combs' drug mule, Emilio Estefan, who is married to pop superstar Gloria Estefan, and Adria English, who filed her own lawsuit against Sean Combs, claiming she too was a victim of sex trafficking. By the way, it's interesting he's not suing these other celebrities that I mentioned, like Jay-Z and Beyonce and Gloria Estefan, possibly because he doesn't believe their alleged liability amounted to a civil claim, but seems to want to call them as witnesses at a trial, although I have to imagine they will do everything in their power to quash any subpoena should this case progress, and we'll talk a little bit more.
She recently filed civil lawsuit has thrust Jay-Z, Beyonce, and even LeBron James into the spotlight, alleging they were present at a gathering hosted by Diddy where the plaintiff claims he was seriously mistreated. Joseph Manzaro, who brought the case, asserts that in 2015 he was allegedly drugged, moved to another location without his consent, and harmed as part of what he describes as a coordinated scheme involving Diddy and others. The lawsuit is still progressing through the courts, and no one named has been found responsible or guilty of any wrongdoing. Nevertheless, the filing has intensified public attention, prompting renewed questions about who was involved and what really happened during events tied to Diddy's inner circle at that time.
Like, discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I said, no, some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't going to address any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all the meetings. I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people. It's so many things people say, so much stuff. But that one, your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
Who were dating J-Lo? Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome, and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true? You really heard that? What? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
Scrutiny isn't limited to the music world. Hollywood heavyweights have also found themselves linked to Diddy, raising new waves of public interest. Stars like Will Smith and Jennifer Lopez have long been rumored to move within his close social circle, which makes any mention of their names instantly newsworthy. Over the years, chatter about Will and Jay allegedly attending Diddy's private events has circulated across the industry, even becoming fodder for late-night jokes, including quips from Jimmy Kimmel. While Will largely stayed quiet back then, his recent willingness to speak more openly indicates he's conscious of the intense spotlight now shining on anyone with ties to Diddy and the potential implications that come with it.
Worried that if you throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way. Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up.
I don't got shit in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
like, not that it's real enough.
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better. For her to remember, buddy. I didn't give her a drink so she forget what the happened. What the is going on here, bro? Yes, I took two drugs. I gave me the fucking drug to perform. So she can remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work?
What the yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal shit that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. I don't know why it's so hard for people
so
just
for
to
people to feel like
shit is
you
weird.
would have something or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what is that?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, and when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip-hop culture could think that everybody in hip-hop culture is with.
Some, like many who once moved within the same social and professional circles, 50 Cent emphasizes that he has no hidden TIs or past involvement in the allegations surrounding Diddy. He has repeatedly pointed out that numerous Hollywood and music industry figures were aware of the rumors and the charged atmosphere at certain gatherings, yet still chose to attend for their own reasons. By contrast, 50 insists he deliberately maintained his distance, carefully avoiding anything that felt questionable or unsafe. He frames that choice as intentional, not accidental, a conscious decision. He continues to defend confidently, underscoring his stance as someone who stayed on the sidelines while others navigated the controversial environment.
P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now, and then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
But was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what's going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go into the 90s and Kiki D said he paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
It's a little, like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries that went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy.
You're one of the first persons in entertainment to really call out people and kind of have that authority in that, to be able to call people out. I mean, which is pretty amazing. You're kind of, in some ways, draining the swamp of Hollywood. And
yeah, I don't have a support system. I don't have a support system of or a peer group of artists that I require to do what I'm doing. I've had to be on my own from the beginning. So,
Another major name now emerging in the discussion is Leonardo DiCaprio. While he's often in the headlines for his high-profile relationships, the focus has recently shifted to reports that he attended several of Diddy's widely publicized social events over the years. Though there's no indication of any wrongdoing on his part, these appearances have reignited curiosity and speculation as the scrutiny around Diddy's circle continues to grow and more connections are examined.
Series that you've been working on, Diddy Do It.
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right.
Yet you said you weren't a part of that lifestyle, you weren't going to the parties. So what makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else. But I did feel uncomfortable with the way you would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah. And then that swayed me away from it. Just that alone.
So you didn't realize
as much stuff was coming. Like when I seen today, it was allegations of 3 men that said he drugged them, and it's a long time, to be honest with you. Like when people don't remember being violated for 20 years, it makes me feel a little hard.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going with, like, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. You know, so I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is that those accusations. It's kind of interesting. I think that civil suit turned into a look. They looked at it like maybe it's a criminal situation.
Right.
A little early, and it could have been the same lobbyists and the same people to use their connections to make that happen for Puff.
Is that kind of why you was going hard on him the last couple years? Is it because of the liquor situation? Because to be honest, since the situation he's in now, it's kind of like you fell back on him. Was this all over the liquor, or you just said?
Well, most of that was motivation. That was competing,
right?
For, with brands, and they was ahead of me,
right?
Because he had been working on Ciroc and stuff like that, and then integrating it into our culture with Coco Loso and different things with different people, connected to it. So, yeah, that's what that was. But when you look at, he would do a lot of foul shit, like behind the scenes.
Many of the celebrities connected to Diddy are reportedly growing uneasy over what could surface in 50 Cent's upcoming documentary, which he first publicly confirmed in December 2023. Scheduled to premiere in the coming months, the film promises to go far beyond surface-level gossip, diving deep into Diddy's past actions and the wide-reaching web of high-profile figures linked to him. Anticipation is building as insiders suggest the documentary could shed new light on long-standing connections, private events, and the dynamics that have kept this story simmering behind the scenes for years.
You can tell me Pup went away for a long time, bro, but do you not hear the of Meek Mill? Do you not hear all of the shake it off, take that of Will Smith? Can you not give me the oh God of TD Jakes? Oh. I just don't want to be in the room where niggas be actually doing this, man, because that's crazy for a real Crip to pull up and be like, yo, my like, yo, my nigga, like, check this out. Like, I really heard Carl Winslow in there. Like, yo, I was like, yo, getting slapped like that. Slap. Who was he begging this out like a... Next thing you know, he walk in there, and it's actually my mother.
Is Diddy a dangerous man?
Nah, you missed the fact that was my mom. Like, that was Jaguar Wright hitting... It's Carl Winslow, you know.
I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place.
Odell, Beckham, JRB, Terrence Howard, and Justin Bieber are just a few of the high-profile names now connected to Diddy, with the list continuing to grow as new details emerge. Even Orlando Brown, despite a turbulent public history, has repeatedly claimed insider insight into the private lives of industry figures, suggesting that many celebrities present carefully curated public images that differ dramatically from what happens behind the scenes. 50 Cent has further implied that some of these individuals may have compromised their personal values or meticulously shaped their reputations to advance their careers, adding another layer of complexity to the unfolding saga. Next Voice Acassie has now been officially confirmed as a key government witness, a development that significantly increases the pressure on Diddy. She reportedly observed the inner workings of his operations firsthand, and the testimony she can provide is expected to be hard for him or anyone else involved to dismiss or dispute. As Gandil noted, Cassie's civil case played a crucial role in advancing the broader investigation, helping authorities uncover critical details that might otherwise have remained hidden. Today, her testimony is emerging as one of the most pivotal components in the ongoing criminal case, making her a central figure in the legal drama now unfolding in the courts. Next Voice, 50 Cent may be one of the few figures willing or bold enough to reveal the full scope of this unfolding saga. His upcoming documentary, Did He Do It?, is slated for release soon, and insiders say it could send shockwaves across the entertainment world. The story is far from over, and the potential fallout is massive, with new revelations expected to emerge that few are currently prepared for. Fans, industry insiders, and the general public alike are bracing for the next chapter, one that promises to uncover hidden connections, previously untold details, and fresh insights into the web of relationships surrounding Diddy.